Hi folks, it's RC62. Had a couple of people asking me about my DN-01, how I liked it, and to give a little more information on it. So I thought I would see if I can give a little bit of a review of the bike. It is a Honda DN-01. I originally heard about them on a More Death 13 video, and I kind of got very curious. It's a fully automatic transmission, but unlike a scooter, which typically uses a belt and pulley type system, the Honda DN-01 has a brand new plate and hydraulic type automatic transmission, something brand new that Honda came up with, I believe, in 2005 as a concept. And these bikes came out in Japan around 2005, came out in Europe in 2007, and came out in the US just this year, in 2009. Some people really hate these bikes. They think they're ugly, and they just don't get why an automatic transmission bike. And I guess there are a lot of different reasons, and it's definitely not a bike that's going to appeal to everyone. But I don't know, it appealed to me. I really liked the technology that Honda put into this. I've got a few pet peeves about some of the styling around the front end, because they styled it sort of as a sport bike with this cowling up front, but the seating position is like a cruiser. You can see I've got the forward-facing floorboards, so your feet ride forward. The bike does have some good safety features. It's got dual disc brakes up front. It's got disc brakes in the rear. Honda saw fit to put their combined braking system, so when you put on the rear brake, you also apply the front brake to some degree to help slow you down. Very nice. It's also got ABS, so it's a little harder to lock up your wheels. Again, a nice safety feature. You can see my little flame there. That obviously is not Honda OEM stuff. I just kind of like that little purple flame. And anyway, this is the bike. Let me show you some of the features. Okay, because the bike is a automatic transmission, whenever you stop the engine, it automatically goes into park. So one thing that has been a little bit hard for me to remember is this thing's got a parking brake. So whenever you stop the bike, you need to set the parking brake, or you risk rolling because it goes into neutral. It's got a 680cc engine. The V-twin is originally from Honda's. Shoot, now I forget the name of it. I'll poke it into the video when I remember it. But it's a standard Honda V-twin engine that they've had out in Europe for some time, that they've put into this new frame design, and also put into put the new transmission on. So obviously rear brake, front brake. One thing that becomes quite obvious real quick is no clutch lever. I kind of wish they had put a rear brake lever up there, kind of like a scooter. But hey, you know, it works. Again, from the front end, it very much looks like a sport bike. When you're sitting on it, it's very much a cruiser. It's got a single monoshock, single-sided swing arm. It is shaft driven. Very nice ride. It rides just as smooth as silk. It accelerates really smooth. Very much enjoy the ride. And kind of take a look at these mirrors up here. If you see the ones on the bottom, those are some aftermarket mirrors that I attached. I think I need to swap them around to the top because it's a little difficult glancing that far down to see what's coming from the side. I just thought they looked better underneath than on top, but I think I need to go with function over form in this case. Sit from the rider's position, there are a couple of things that bug me. This is essentially my eyesight level when I'm riding the bike. And you can see the windscreen comes down just a little bit too low. I have to kind of duck down if I want to look at my gauges. And those are the gauges. I don't know if you can see those very well on the video. Hopefully they'll come out. All the standard lights tell you what's going on. The bike has a couple of different drive modes, which make it kind of interesting. Using this thumb switch here, you can switch between your standard drive mode and a sport mode. And when you're in sport mode, really all that does is it lets the engine get up about 500 RPM higher for whatever particular speed you're going, road speed. There's also a little trigger, and I'll see if I can show it here, right here. I don't know if you can see that. When you engage this trigger, the bike will go into a semi-manual mode, and then your little toggle over here will change through some gear ranges, which is actually kind of neat, because as you're going down the road you can crank open the throttle and just start shifting up at certain points, and it shifts very smooth unless you're going really slow. If you're going really slow, you kind of get a little bump, just like you would on a regular bike with a manual transmission. But that's kind of a cool feature. I find I generally just ride in the drive mode. It's perfectly fine for me. Let me crank her up and let you hear what she sounds like. I know on the GoPro cam the audio just stinks. Again, back to the windshield, that is one thing that does bug me. There is an aftermarket shield by Givy, but it comes up really high, and I don't really like that. Honda has come out with a touring windshield, which comes up a little bit higher, but at this point in time, it's only available in Japan, so it doesn't help me any. Maybe in a year or two, they'll have it here.